In the race to decarbonize heavy-duty transportation, two giants are speeding toward the same finish line. One powered by massive battery packs and miles of charging cable, the other fueled by compressed hydrogen and lightning-fast refueling. For years, analysts, automakers, policymakers, and energy companies have debated which technology will dominate. Will the future of long-haul trucking run on electrons or hydrogen molecules? Will warehouses and distribution centers hum with silent electric semi-trucks? Or will fleets refuel with green hydrogen produced from wind, solar, and modular electrolyzer systems? As we inch closer to 2030, the debate is no longer theoretical. It's unfolding now on highways in California, mega project corridors in Europe, ports in Japan, mining roads in Australia, and industrial hubs across the Middle East. But the truth is more dramatic than most headlines suggest. Behind the scenes, the battle between hydrogen trucks and electric trucks is shaping into one of the defining technology races of the decade, one that will influence infrastructure investments, global climate goals, energy policies, and the economics of transportation itself. What's emerging is not a simple winner-takes-all showdown, but a complex and surprising rivalry where both sides have strengths that are impossible to ignore. And as this competition intensifies, companies that once seemed unlikely contenders are now playing pivotal roles. Tesla, BYD, Daimler, Volvo, Nikola, Hino, Hyundai, Toyota, and dozens of startups all have stakes in the outcome, while Amazon, Walmart, Maersk, DHL, and global logistics giants are quietly preparing for a world where energy type becomes one of their most important operational decisions. If you ask electric truck advocates, the verdict is simple. Batteries are already here, they're efficient, they scale well, and the charging infrastructure, though still limited, is growing every month. The Tesla Semi has delivered real-world results, hauling loads for PepsiCo. BYD continues pushing electric heavy-duty trucks into ports and urban logistics hubs, and battery technology continues improving in cost, density, and charging speed. The argument for electric trucks is grounded in efficiency. A battery electric truck is simply hard to beat when it comes to converting electricity into motion. No energy carrier today captures that level of efficiency. Hydrogen, by comparison, has to be produced, compressed, cooled, transported, and then converted back to electricity through a fuel cell. But hydrogen advocates fire back with equal force. They argue efficiency isn't the only criterion, and in many cases, it's not even the most important one. Range matters, payload matters, refueling time matters, and when you put a giant battery pack into a long-haul truck, you lose weight capacity, affecting revenue. You also increase downtime because charging requires longer stops unless ultra-fast megawatt chargers are available, which most cities and highways still lack. Hydrogen solves these issues elegantly. Fuel cells offer long ranges without massive battery weight penalties, and hydrogen trucks refuel in minutes. For long routes, for heavy loads, for 18-wheeler freight corridors, for mining trucks scaling steep grades with multi-ton payloads, hydrogen begins to look less like a competitor and more like the obvious solution. This clash of strengths has set the stage for an intense global rivalry. On one side, electric trucks dominate short-range urban logistics, Amazon delivery vans, port drayage trucks, waste management fleets, municipal utility vehicles. On the other side, hydrogen is gaining ground in long-haul use cases, energy corridors, cross-country freight, and heavy industrial operations like steel transportation and mining. The divide is not merely theoretical, it's already emerging. Consider Europe. Daimler Truck, Volvo Group, and a coalition of leading automakers launched the H2 Accelerate initiative, openly stating that long-haul trucking cannot rely on batteries alone. Countries like Germany, France, and the Netherlands are building hydrogen refueling corridors specifically for heavy-duty vehicles. Meanwhile, Europe's urban centers, London, Paris, Amsterdam, lean heavily toward electrification for buses and short-range trucks. Each region implicitly supports a two-tech future, long before 2030. In the United States, the market is just as divided. The Tesla Semi dominates news coverage, while Nikola and Hyundai quietly expand hydrogen fleets in California. While Tesla builds a network of megawatt chargers, the state of California funds hydrogen corridors linking the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach with inland logistics hubs. Walmart has tested both electric and hydrogen semis. An increasing number of major trucking companies are running dual pilots, discovering that electric works well for short-haul distribution centers, but hydrogen is more practical for long-haul freight. Japan and South Korea take a different approach. They lean strongly toward hydrogen for heavy-duty applications, with Hyundai and Toyota deploying fuel cell trucks on major routes. These countries view hydrogen as an energy sovereignty strategy, allowing them to import zero-carbon ammonia and reconvert it into hydrogen for transport and industry. Their geography and limited domestic renewable potential make batteries alone insufficient. Hydrogen gives them flexibility. Then comes one of the biggest wildcards in the entire debate: infrastructure speed. Electric trucks require megawatt-scale chargers at depots and along highways. Systems that strain local grids, require upgrades, and demand enormous investments from utilities. Meanwhile, hydrogen stations are expensive but offer a consistent refueling experience and avoid deep grid upgrades. However, hydrogen needs production, either on-site or delivered, and transportation of compressed or liquefied hydrogen can be challenging until regional hubs scale. But here's where the plot twists. The emergence of modular electrolyzer systems, deployable, scalable, factory-built, has dramatically changed the hydrogen landscape. Developers can install 5 megawatts here, 20 megawatts there, building hydrogen supply exactly where truck fleets need it. America, Europe, and the Middle East are deploying these modular electrolyzers near depots, ports, and industrial zones. This enables truly local hydrogen supply chains, reducing trucking fuel costs and bypassing the need for nationwide pipelines. Some of the most forward-thinking fleets are already using on-site hydrogen production to power their own fuel cell trucks without waiting for nationwide infrastructure. Battery charging infrastructure is also evolving rapidly. Megawatt charging is becoming a reality, allowing electric trucks to charge far faster than before. When solar farms feed directly into chargers at freight hubs, the economics of electric trucking improve dramatically. Vehicle-to-grid capabilities offer new revenue streams. Depots themselves become microgrids. Companies like Tesla, ABB, Siemens, and Hitachi are all racing to build the charging backbone of the electric trucking economy. Yet even as each technology grows stronger, their limitations remain. Batteries struggle with extreme cold and extreme heat. Hydrogen loses efficiency in compression and transport. Electric trucks can be weighed down by battery mass. Hydrogen trucks still rely on fuel cells that require expensive catalysts and periodic stack replacements. Neither technology is perfect. By 2030, something remarkable begins to happen. The world realizes that hydrogen trucks and electric trucks are not competing for the same slices of the market. They are competing for different slices of a very large pie. Battery electric trucks dominate short-haul routes, urban logistics, local delivery, and port operations where range is limited. Routes are predictable, and charging can happen overnight. Hydrogen trucks emerge as the champions of long-haul freight, cross-country logistics, mining, steel, construction, and heavy industrial sectors. The world doesn't choose one or the other, it chooses both, because both technologies occupy strategically vital and fundamentally different roles. This dual ecosystem becomes the real story of 2030. Trucks under 200 miles per day, electric wins effortlessly. Trucks traveling 1,000 miles across deserts, mountains, or national freight corridors, hydrogen wins with equal clarity. Fleets with varied route lengths, they adopt mixed fleets as naturally as companies today mix diesel classes. Countries with strong renewable power and robust grids lean toward electrification. Countries with ammonia import hubs and industrial hydrogen markets scale fuel cell trucking. What emerges is not a single technology future, but a diversified and resilient one. In this new world, this merged future, hydrogen and electric trucks do not fight for dominance. They complement each other, accelerate each other's adoption, and drive competition that lowers costs for all. The transportation sector experiences the same evolution that energy grids did when solar, wind, hydro, and natural gas learned how to coexist rather than eliminate one another. If you're a developer, investor, consultant, or engineer in the clean energy world, this shift matters. It means opportunity. It means new markets. It means understanding hydrogen production, charging infrastructure, logistics economics, and how to design energy systems for fleets that use multiple technologies simultaneously. And if you want to explore hydrogen development deeper, from feasibility studies to LCOH modeling to electrolyzer system planning, visit h2hub.renewable.com, where tools and templates help you build real-world hydrogen projects step by step. By the time 2030 arrives, the debate won't be electric versus hydrogen. The debate will be which route should use which technology, and how fast can the world scale both? Hydrogen is not the enemy of batteries. Batteries are not the enemy of hydrogen. And in this emerging era, both technologies will play their part in decarbonizing.